Down to pitch number 5. Please put your hands together for Sunseekers!
All right, sunseeker.com. Have any of you ever wanted to escape bad weather by booking a last-minute trip to somewhere sunny and warm? Okay, I have too. Like me, if you're like me, you would have done it like this. You would have gone to a last-minute booking website. You would have opened up a bunch of tabs on Booking.com and other carriers, and then you would cross-check that with some sunny weather, and then through that you would triangulate a sunny last-minute vacation. And it's a bit tedious. Lots of tabs open, lots of things open, and if you're someone obsessed with your mobile, it gets even more tedious because you're cramming that whole process into a little square. So, Sunseeker.com. Sunseeker is an easy-to-use, last-minute tool for people who value good weather at destination as much as price. Here's how it works. You simply type in where you're leaving from, your last-minute destination dates, and then go. What you end up is a list of the sunniest destinations at the lowest price based on where you're coming from. How do we do this? So how does this work? It builds on the traditional model of all these other guys who basically are filtering large databases of price from carriers, as well as cross-checking that with destination and spinning you options. We take this to the next level, leveraging the new field of weather marketing. So what we're doing is adding another filter of high-resolution climate data and forecasts that is cross-checking with the price and with popular destinations, ultimately spitting out only cheap, sunny options for you. So how does this thing make money? Basically, commission on booking. It's the same model. So commission on flights, hotels, car rentals, package vacations, etc. So naturally, we wanted to validate this here. I live in Amsterdam, and I thought that this would be great here. And talking to you guys had a lot of great feedback and said you'd use it. When we stepped out of the building and harassed all the local Dutch people, they were like, yeah, sounds cool, but I've never booked anything last minute. I book things 5 weeks in advance. So that sort of made a little soul searching and reevaluation. So we did a lot of research, and we came up that the first market that we're going to approach is the UK. Why? The UK has terrible weather. 26% of all last minute, 26% of all vacation bookings happen at the last minute, and the main driver for this was weather. So, what we have now, if you go to Sunseeker, without the E, seeker.com, you'll see a little prototype that we've come up with that sort of shows the concept. We want to have a minimum viable product by September for the UK. Why? Because we need UK validation. Next, we want to prove that it's sustainable in the UK, and once it becomes sustainable, I think it's scalable. I think in Europe alone and in the US, there's plenty of places that suffer from a lack of sun. So, weather marketing. This is a powerful, leveraging weather marketing. You know, we're basically looking to partner with investors or anybody who has experience.
Please put your hands together for Sunseeker!
All right. So those were some really handsome-looking screenshots. Is that a working product that I saw?
If you go to sunseeker.com, you will see all of that on your little phone.
And you built that during this weekend?
Absolutely, from scratch.
Very impressive. I do have a question. So did you actually talk to customers outside the building, or did you just assume everybody hates rain?
No. We assume, at first we assumed, and all of you gave us great responses. A lot of you said you'd use it, but we're like, no, we have to talk to people outside of this incubator. And when we harassed the Dutch people, two things were at play. It was hot as hell, so people aren't even thinking about this. Two, everyone liked the idea, but they've never booked anything last minute. And if we're going to start selling something, we want to at least start in a market that is open to last minute already. Of course, I think there is a market in the Netherlands, but it's going to take some time.
And, sorry, my last question. Do you know that weather forecasts are only accurate up to 48 hours in advance?
Yeah, accuracy is getting better and better. I would say that 7-day forecasts are plausible. What we're doing is we're not promising you, we're not giving you an insurance product. What we're doing is we're basically using science, the best science available, the best data available to get you the best experience possible that otherwise you couldn't, doing it sort of the old school way. I think indeed this is a last minute product. This is not about booking 5 weeks in advance. It's a last minute product.
I mean, doesn't this seem more like a marketing campaign for an established travel booker than an actual business plan?
So that's our exit strategy. Basically, we want to create... Through through this experience,
Okay, so for the useful data section of it, rather than go on to that, if this is your exit strategy, then what is it about this company that makes it something you're going to acquire rather than simply put out of business with 30 minutes and an engineer?
Because we're going to create proprietary data and proprietary techniques through this process, and a lot of people have the opportunity to do this. Weather marketing is not new. Booking.com, all these guys can do this very quickly. The fact is no one's tested it and no one's made any money from it in this way.
So you're testing it for them so they can execute it?
No. Well, if they want to buy us out, great. If they want to pay for the patents that we create from this product, great. If not, we want to just get this ball rolling and get the UK get the UK people some sun.
But if it's a patent play, then aren't you on the wrong continent?
Pardon me?
If this is a patent play, shouldn't you be in the US where that kind of bullshit is tolerated?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have dual citizenship in US and Canada, so the options are there.
But you're in the UK, right?
The market is in the UK, but at the same time, the technology where we establish our base and where we establish our patents, I mean, we want to roll this out. This is not a UK problem. This is a European problem, a North American problem, a lot of gray cities. I lived in Vancouver, and it sucked. And I wish I had something like this then, and I think other people in the North American market could use something like this too.
Amen.